Hello everybody, this is lesson for 9th grades and today's topic is drawing shapes with Pygame and Pygame Animation. So in this lesson we will learn how to draw two-dimensional objects using our Pygame library. So first of all I open my previous program, so I advise you to open it too and do the same thing I do on your own screen. So uh, this program is just gives me black background, so I can easily draw on it. So first of all, to draw any objects we will use draw function of Pygame library. So the draw function looks like this. So first of all, let me add here my comment drawing objects to not get confused. So Pygame dot draw. So after this one we can add here or rectangle, circle, polygon, and so on. But everything has its own criteria. So let's start with rectangle. Rectangle has 4 criteria. First of all, it is a screen. We call our screen, which is here in Pygame display set mode. This is a place where we draw our rectangle, so it must be on the screen. So next one is the color of rectangle. So I choose one of these, so let it be blue. And the third one is x and y coordinates of the rectangle, of the origin of rectangle, and dimensions, width and height. Width and the height. Fourth criteria, fourth option is the thickness of its lines. So it can be 1, 2, 3 or whatever you want. But if you don't write them down, then your rectangle will be filled in. So let's try out. Okay, let's do it like this. So you can either do like this, write down here before drawing. You can write down your coordinates, your width and height. Like you see, so 100 pixels right and 100 pixels to the bottom, and here is the start of our rectangle. So it is 400 to 300 blue rectangle with the thickness of 2. But if I delete the number 2, then it will be filled in. But if you don't like this format, you can just write down like this. Just memorize the order, memorize the sequence, and just go on like this. Here. Oh, I misclicked this. Must be 300. Okay. So this was our first example of rectangle. So if you want to draw any other shapes like circle, for example, it will be a bit different. There will be a bit different order of the criteria. So you can easily find them on the surf if you want to, or ask me, then I will help you. Okay, now for this lesson, we can go on with rectangles. So, uh, now please, you click the pause on the video and do the practice 1 on the page 66 of your books, which is create window, which is 800 to 600, set background image, not just fill it in the black, but set the background image, and create blue rectangle as we created before, but now it's 100 to 100, and its position is in the center of our window. So please pause the video and do the practice 1. After completing practice 1, you can continue the video. Good luck. Okay, after you have completed your practice 1 on page 66, let me show you how to move objects in Pygame. So first of all, let me add some new variables, which will be our directions. So we will be setting our directions. So in this example, I want to move objects to the left and to the right. So my variables will be move right and move left. And the main direction will be 0. I will explain it a bit later. So now in the main loop, I will use some new functions here in this loop. So first of all, we just need to add if event type is equals to Pygame key down, which means if any key is pressed, if any key on our keyboard is pressed, so then it chooses if it's whether it is left keyboard or right keyboard. So if we just add another if here, if event dot not type but key is equals to Pygame dot key left, if left key is pressed down, so direction will be move left. But if right arrow keyboard is pressed, direction will equal to move right. So I just copy paste this one here, but instead of key down, I just change it to key up, and here after I key up means when your key button is released. So when we release our left arrow button, direction will be 0 because after releasing the button, object is not moving. So it goes same here, 0. So after finishing my event in Pygame, I just need to add here if direction equals to move left, then x coordinates of our object will go -1. But if direction is equals to move right, x coordinates will go +1. So if I run this code, okay, it gives me an error. So here I forgot the second equal sign, sorry. So if I run this code, as you can see, name x is not defined, it says. So what does it mean? My program don't know what is x. So I just add here before the drawing, I just add x is equals to 100 and y is equals to 100. So I change these values. Now the program knows what is x and what is y coordinates, but it's not moving. So what we should change in our code, as you can see, Pygame is drawing rectangle and then change its directions, which is coordinates. But after this happens, nothing is drawn. So we just put this one here in our loop. So it will draw new rectangle after each direction change. So if you go run, you will see like this. You will see this one. So it's not correct working. So as you can see, it draws a new rectangle after the previous one, but the previous one is not deleted. So in order to delete it, we just need to fill our background into the black color. So it will go like this. We have our rectangle, and after we move it, so the background is already changed into the black, as you can see. So after each time we change the x position of our object, the black color will be filled in. So this was the example of how to move objects to the left or to the right. So your homework is to add some new variables like move up and move down, which will move your objects up and down, left and right either, and we'll go like this. So you just need to add some new leaf variations and so on. Good luck, stay safe, and thank you for watching.